you take me there like an answered prayer in the darkness of the night. In the middle of the light, drown away our cares with the love we share in the river of your life. When living rains, the sun shines through. 'Cause with you, I'm in the middle of the light. Your embrace, that's the place that I wanna go. When my world gets cold, you make it bright in your face. That's the place where heaven shows. It takes us both, makes it right. Since I've met you, I understand my world is well when I hold your hand. In the middle of the light, oh, you take me there like an answered prayer in the darkness of the night. In the middle of the night, drown away our cares with the love we share in the river of your life. When living rains, your sun shines through. 'Cause with you, I'm in the middle of the light. In the middle of the light, oh, you take me there like an answered prayer in the darkness of the night. In the middle of the light, drown away our cares with the love we share in the river of your life. When living rains, the sun shines through. 'Cause with you, I'm in the middle of the light.
Wow. The middle of the light, Mr. Wayne Warner. You're the man, buddy. That's such a beautiful song. The chorus. And I know your sister helped you put that together. I think you were telling me about it. It's in the book that you were taking a break and you came back to the studio and they had that all ready for you and all prepped to sing it.
Well, my sister is, I was going to say, my sister is pretty much an extension of me. She's, she pretty much handles just about everything that I do, and I blame her for everything that I don't do right. She's been there from the get-go. She's, she does things, she pretty much, represents me in every way, and she shines where I don't. And, she's, she's, the book describes that, she just fills in all the blank spaces, and she does it so well. She's my right arm. I think somebody said to me one time in Nashville, they said, "Where does she fit into the picture?" I said, "She's not in the picture. She's the canvas it's painted on." And that's absolutely correct.
And God bless her health. I think, was she not feeling good last year? Was that
she is doing much better now. Much better now.
God bless. Because she had all the musicians, everybody ready for you. Because she also knew that the middle of the light was something you wanted to get out. Because in the book, where just little snippets of it, you were always thinking when you're on stage, you were always looking at that, and that song was kind of thinking about that. The middle of the light. Why am I here? Why is Wayne Warner in the middle of the light in life, should I say? And that's what they're touching.
Do you mean God bless the children?
Kind of like all of them together, my friend. But the middle of the
Oh, you mean
light-
all of them? Oh, you mean
all
the
of
career?
them.
Yes.
Yeah, the career.
Oh, yes. Juanita definitely the career. Yes, yes. Juanita loved the spotlight. She definitely liked the whole atmosphere of it. Yes, definitely. Yeah. As far as the middle of the light, her and I were both totally. We had both forgotten about that song for years. It was totally gone for us. We were both very proud that Taylor did well, but the song was totally irrelevant to us for a long time. It recently just surfaced, and I think she'll be as shocked as I am that it's that you or anyone else in radio has it. But I hope people like it.
Yeah, we'll just keep pumping up the good music. Speaking of that, we want to talk about your family. Your father, you come from a roots music family. You were sitting with your dad in the barn, from the get-go. It was always in your blood,
From the barn dance.
Yeah.
Yes, my dad was the leader of the band, and in Vermont where I live, barn dances were quite popular when I grew up. And when I say barn dances, that's exactly what they were. I mean, there was often cows down below, and the band played in the hayloft, and we were one of those. And my dad had the Saturday night gig at a certain place called Buzzy's, and every Saturday night we'd load up the Studebaker and off we'd go. And so I grew up watching my dad on that stage until I was 6 years old when I got to stand beside him, and I've pretty much been on the stage ever since. And yes, my dad was certainly a huge influence on my music and I suppose in who I am. And my dad still graces the stage, and I still get a chance to go watch him once in a while. And so it's definitely a huge part of who our family is. Music has played a role in who we are as a family, and certainly in what I do.
Yeah, because like in Chapter 8 of your book, When Nashville Calls, in 78, you just recorded a song at 16 years old. It got on the local radio. And all of a sudden the phone rang, and they asked for your dad. And, in the book you describe very cool. It's like, Wayne Warner, did I do something? You know what I mean? Am I okay? Was I looking for my dad for me, And you were a little confused. Yeah. And your father looked it up, 615 area code. And they learned that number was a Nashville producer who had heard his son's record and wanted to produce.
That's right. He had heard. That's right. It was a big-time Nashville producer. He was producing several hits on Waylon Jennings at the time, and Waylon Jennings was the flavor of the day at that time. And I guess there was something in this boy's voice that that intrigued him, I guess. And away we went to make my first record. And I was 16 years old when I made my first record in Nashville. 15 when I made my first record in my home state of Vermont. But yeah, 16 years old when I walked into the first Nashville studio and played with the big boys. And it was that was the introduction of a whole new universe for me. I was going to say a whole new world, but it was a whole new universe for me. And wow, we started this interview by talking about a journey, and wow, it's just been a journey ever since. Still going on, right now into the pages of a book. It really started with that phone call, Tom. That's still going. It's taken some detours. It's taken some pauses, and it's taken some detours. But now, it's literally taken into this book, and who would ever have thought it? And but that's the way it goes. And I think everyone's life is a book. I don't think mine is any more interesting. I think everyone's is different. Mine is different, and I hope people can visit it. It's nice to visit different. But I think everyone's got a book in them, and it's really nice that people want to visit mine because it's different. But I'm a fan of everyone's. I think everyone's got an amazing story to tell, and I think we could all learn from each other and how we survive challenges in life. I know we've all got them, and if we can all learn from each other and how we overcome those obstacles and I just think that would be a great thing. And I would, in fact, I would challenge everyone to think about it. You know, I know that when I was first introduced to the idea of writing a book, I did probably what most people who are listening to me right now would say. I was like, no, that's not going to happen. But here we are. You know, it did happen, and it was challenging, and it was difficult in some ways, and it made you vulnerable in a lot of ways. But again, I think that we could all learn so much from each other, and how we meet these challenges, and how we find the the good and all these things that come at us, and how we survive, and I'm just amazed that people want to turn these pages that I wrote into it. I literally every single day am hearing from people who are doing just that with Backstage Nashville, and I'm just so humbled and honored by the fact that they just read one word after the other that I put down. It just blows my mind. But I'm also honored by the fact that I was able to write the words that I wrote, about the people that I've worked with, and everyone from and people that I've met, from Glenn Campbell to Ray Pennington, and to Billy Ray Cyrus, and to Alabama, just to everyone that's in there. So it's again, and the journey hopefully continues. I don't think I'm going to write another book, but who knows? I never thought I'd be writing this one. But it all stemmed, you're right, from my dad and from those barn dances and from that phone call. It's just a continuation of the ride.
Buzzy's Barn Dance at Buzzy's.
That's right.
Buzzy's. I love it. We're running out of time. You have another interview at the top of the hour. Buddy, tell us, everybody, where we can find the book, Barnes & Nobles, online, everything, hot press, and what's been going on to catch you.
And if they want it autographed, and I love to do it, go to WayneWarner.com, and I autograph them all one day a week, and out they go. And I'd love to do that because I love to get to know people, and I love that connection. So WayneWarner.com, I hope they'll come there. But yes, any other place that books are available.
Yeah, good stuff. Let's talk quickly about, we got a couple more minutes, the song. You're in the studio today. I caught a little clip that you sent out, a little audio. You got new stuff happening, buddy. What's happening on the music?
I am in the studio, yes. Finishing up a new album called Label X. We're going to be in Nashville in the studio on August 22nd, working on the tracks. And one of my favorite places to be if I'm not hanging out with my sons. That's my zone, and can't wait to get back in there. I'm always in there with some great talented people. And yes, I'm anxious to get the new album out to you. And I was in the studio today. And when I'm not in the book world now, I'm trying to sneak in the studio every chance I get.
Yes, and let's not forget the fantastic CD, All in Fun. Now, that's available everywhere, CD Baby, Amazon, All in Fun's where you're going to find these tracks, Rockin' Turbo Twain, God Bless the Children, God for a Minute, Life Was a Prayer, Wasted, all of these stuff. And I've only touched a little bit. Last time with Kathy Stewart, I played a lot of your tracks on there, but All in Fun is Wayne Warner's super CD, too.
Well, thanks. Yes, I think that's wherever you said it was. I believe so.
Everybody knows where to find that good stuff. All right, buddy, let me get you to rest up for your next chat, because we're going to come back and we can talk a lot more, just touch little base. It's so easy when I'm just talking to my brother on the phone about his music and life. And again, thank you. A couple weeks ago, you got in touch with me, and hey, Tommy, I got a script for you, and I got a video, and I'll work on that. I just a little down now. I get my little vanity up, should I say, working out, and I'll look better in the video. You know what I mean?
Okay.
What I hide behind the radio.
Thank you so much, my friend. It's always a pleasure to talk to you and to your great listeners, and I thank them. And reach out to me on Wayne Warner Music on Facebook and WayneWarner.com, and I love to hear from you, and it's always great to talk to you, my brother.
I love it, man. And we're ending this God for a Minute off of All in Fun. And by the way, I've had friends that have heard this the first time, and they want to know who you are, where that song come. It touches everybody right away. if I were God for
Well, all right. And you know what to tell them.
You know it. I sent him right your way, my friend. Here.